Breaking news: Soldier to die by firing squad for killing newly wedded commander. My people, this is what is going on, and the Nigerian army has made a judgment and said this man should die by firing squad. What has he done? He has committed an offense, and we don't know if he's depressed. Probably there is depression somewhere. We don't know exactly. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, subscribe if this is your first time. We truly really appreciate you. In the same country, the ones that are killing and destroying lives and property, a whole village, are called repentant B-boys. Okay, they are rehabilitating them, sending them abroad, paying them monthly, giving them money both in nairas and foreign currency. Is that justice? Let's understand going on. Death by firing squad is a form of execution usually reserved for military personnel. A prisoner either stands or sits against a brick wall and some other heavy barricades. 5 or more soldiers line up side by side several feet away, and each one aim at the fire directed at the person's heart. On 17th December 2014, after being found guilty of conspiracy to commit murder, 54 Nigerian soldiers were sentenced to death by firing squad. The trial was held secretly by military trial. This is the first time since 2014 that a soldier will be sentenced to death by firing squad. A court magistrate sitting in Maiduguri, Borno State capital, sentenced Azina to death by firing squad for killing the adjutant of his unit, Lieutenant Baba Keke Nagori. My people. Troop Maguda shot Lieutenant back in June 2020 at close range in Bama local government area of Borno State because Lieutenant Dagura refused to permit him a welfare pass. Could Maguna have been going through some kind of psychological problem? Nobody exactly knows. And this lieutenant really just got married at that time. And Nigerian army, as we stand today, has sentenced this young guy to death. They've not even considered whether he's having depression or there is an issue more than we can, actually know. I don't know if they've calculated his or seen his mental capacity. News making rounds is that because he's an Igbo boy, yes, because he's of an Igbo origin, Nigerian government has not even given him the opportunity to be able to. News making rounds is say, there's some are saying because he's an Igbo boy, proper no examination has not been carried on him to ascertain his mental capacity. Is he able? Could he be having a mental breakdown? Because the truth is, what he has done is wrong. He should be punished. No excuse. However, could there be other reasons? Because the funniest thing in Nigeria, there is serious injustice. So the B-boys are getting away with committing. It's not just if it's just murder that is good enough. They dislodge the whole of a whole village, and nobody is saying anything. In fact, Nigerian government goes ahead, they commend them, they promote them, they put them in Nigerian army, and to mention but a few. But remember the lady who they said allegedly killed her husband? They've sentenced her to death, not minding the fact that they have a young daughter, they have a child who is less than a year old. The appeal court uphold the judgment of the Supreme Court. Now the turn of this soldier. What has he really done to really deserve death? Can he not go to prison? Have they really observed his mental capacity and really sure that indeed he had the mental capacity of what he did? These are things that we need to put in place in our country and not just go about destroying life and property of young, innocent citizens because of one thing or the other. Of course, if you have done anything like that, you should face the tune of the music. Nobody's excusing what he has done. What he has done is not acceptable and should not be condoned, because if nothing is done, others may take a cue from it. That is it's okay, or they can get a free pass. However, could he have been sentenced to prison other than this that is being put on him? Do you know what that means? These are people who are fighting for the good of the nation, who are putting out their lives Only God know what they go through in the forefront of, all that is happening in this country. Why some people stay in Aso Rock stealing money and the rest of them. Only God knows his mental capacity or what has happened to him at the very instance where this happened. Only God exactly knows. Have the country, have psychological, doctor, psychology doctor, has he checked him and see that the mental capacity of this young man is totally to date, and he should have, he acted in mental capacity rather than, just executing judgment. We need to be careful. What are you portraying? Could it be actually that because he's from the southeast, you know, and because he has committed a crime, he has to pay for it, while others are having a free pass? This is the country we call Nigeria, where we know that inequality, we are all Nigerians, but there is serious inequality even in our government today. Now the judgment has been passed on. They said, yes, he deserves to die. He deserves to die for what? What exactly has he done? What exactly did he do? Yes, he did this, and guess what? He should pay for it. However, could could he has been that he has a mental breakdown? Could there be something more? Is something more wrong? Could we really understand exactly what is going on here? You know, in this country, there is total unfairness. So to be very candid, people are not treated equally. People are not treated fairly. Some people are treated as though the other person is a criminal, while the other person is the good one. We cannot be allowing that to happen. We cannot. How do we explain that we are all one Nigeria? How do we explain that? Are there no other things that could be done? Could he not have gone to prison for his action? Is there nothing else that can be done rather than releasing the capital? This thing for him to be. Look at the picture. That's a young man. They stood there. They carry. What about those who killed Nigerians that are not even armed at Lekki? Who is giving them the judgment? Who is making sure that they pay for the consequences of their action? Who? Nobody. So that's what we are talking about. Who is making sure that these things are tidied up, that indeed Nigeria is safe? Who is doing that? Nobody. But the common man on the street has to die by, I'm not exonerating what he has done. Or he has committed a crime and should, face the actions for his consequences for his actions. However, is that the best judgment that can be decided upon for a service he has rendered even in the Nigerian army? Guys, leave us a comment. Let's hear your thoughts. God bless you. Bye for now.